We are circling back 20 years to the release of 4th edition Warhammer 40k, a glorified errata to 3rd edition, really is what it is. For this game in particular, I'll be playing Necrons, their 3rd edition release, which came out in 2002, and they had that book all the way until 2011 when Matt Ward wrote possibly the best Necron codex to ever be released to this day, in my opinion. Boo. Boo. Mind shackle scarabs aside. One thing to note about 3rd edition Necrons, their lore was completely different. Well, a little different. They were actually slaves to the Catan shards instead of enslaving them. And the Catan shards went to war with each other, thus causing destruction in the galaxy where they all went to slumber. And that's where the enslavers came into play. The lore was quite different for the Necrons back in the day. Instead of enslaving the Catan shards after taking the duplicitous deal, they willingly served them and revered them as gods. Now, when the 5th edition book came out, that all changed. More than modern Necron lore we have to this day, in addition to a massive model redesign on top of all of that. And with 3rd edition, we got phase out. Necrons are always one bad leadership check away from losing the game.
Today, I will be taking the role of the zealous Black Templars. Now, of course, the Space Marine Codex was released in the late 1990s, and then a supplement, a worldwide campaign for the 3rd War for Armageddon that was featuring Speed Freaks, Armageddon Steel Legion, and the Black Templars and Salamanders that were presently active when Gazgul's was rampaging around Armageddon. Now, that book was released in 2000, so we're going over 20 years ago to play the original army that I ended up playing for many years before I was known as the Dark Eldar Lord, and that was my Black Templars. And I even get to use some of the original miniatures I collected when I was 12 or 13 years old. My Land Raider Crusader, my chaplain. This is gonna be a nostalgia trip down memory lane. I hope you enjoy it.
We play and call it work.
Without further ado, here we have the Necron forces today for our 3rd edition game. I went with as many old school models as I can. Unfortunately, I sold a lot back in 5th edition because I thought I'd never really play the game again.
You thought they'd be back.
Anyways, I regretted selling them when I got back into Warhammer 40k, but I never thought I'd regret missing those old models until this week when I knew we'd play Necrons, and I'm like, I wish I had those pariahs, I wish I had those old wraiths. Anyways, here is 1495 points in Necrons. Trying to go as Highlander as possible. Of course, I only have one troop choice in the Necron army.
You don't have any upgrades, nothing?
No upgrades like that. Can't make them different. Immortals are elites in this version of the game. So let's go take a look at our character. Our one option, by the way, also. We can't, there's only one character in the army list. And here he is, Lord Akul. They were only known as Necron Lords, and they were slaves to the Catan in this iteration of the book. It all changed in 5th edition, and I know that's a very controversial change. Don't worry, guys. I'm one of the ones who really liked the narrative change with Matt Ward's 5th edition iteration of Necrons. A lot more personality. They enslaved the Catan shards instead. Obviously some retcons here and there, but a more fleshed out, well, narrative in general. Honestly, realistically, if I had to guess, and this is only my train of thought, the Necron models were ready to be published and sold, but essentially the narrative was not. So they kind of just, you know, redacted a lot of things in the Imperial records and all that nonsense, and kind of came up with silent murder robots that were slaves to star gods. And now we have modern Necron lore, which is a lot more expanded. Anyways, enough of that history lesson. I apologize. I'm very passionate about Necrons. I've always really liked them. They were my initial draw into the hobby back when they were chaos robots and stuff like that. Anyways, Necron Lord here, he is equipped with a War Scythe, a Res Orb. He does have a Phylactery, and on top of all of that, he's got a upgrade called the Burning Gaze, which will help out in combat. And I'll go into details what all these do throughout the game. They are all very specific upgrades, and they may never come up
we'll see. He does also have a phase shifter, which gives him a 4+ invulnerable save. I forgot to mention that.
2 bricks of Necron warriors. These guys are, for all intents and purposes, Space Marines. They are the exact same stats as Astartes in this edition, even with power armor. They have a 3-up save. The only difference is their initiative is lower, but they have a much higher leadership. And obviously they will be back. There's that as well.
Will they be back?
I hope so. May I roll some 4-ups, please. These guys are 18 points a model. This is the most expensive warriors have ever been. Well, other than back in, they were much more expensive in 2nd edition, but that was like a more of a trial rule set more than anything. Heck, even their Gauss Flayers are just bolters, except they auto glance on 6s.
Special bolters.
They're better bolters, yeah. Exactly that. A squad of 10 Necron Flayed Ones. Same cost as Necron Warriors. They don't have a gun, they have claws instead. And a few extra special rules to go along with it. 5 Necron Immortals as an elite choice. Never ended up getting around to rebasing these guys. And, well, maybe one day I will, because I already have all the newer ones, but I really like these old models here. They are almost 30 points a model. I didn't buy them Disruption Fields because I couldn't afford it. Which I should elaborate on. They have the stratagem for it in the modern 40k rulebook, which increases their strength in melee. Disruption Fields in this edition allowed their melee attacks to always glance and always wound on a 6 roll against vehicles or appropriate targets. Speaking of Disruption Fields, these 5 freaking Scarabs have it. It's a lot cheaper, well, it's a lot more effective on them because they have more attacks. So you buy it, it's a little bit more expensive as well though. I got a squad of 5 Scarabs in a swarm. 1 heavy choice of Spiders. You can buy up to 3 of them. And they all separate and act on their own. They are hovering monstrous creatures. They move 6, charge 6, but they are nasty in combat if they get there. And they can spawn more Scarabs, and they actually spawn Scarabs that join them as a unit. They don't add to an existing unit already, but they run the risk of killing themselves when they do it. And of course, the very iconic Necron 3rd edition Monolith. We'll see if it has what it takes to go the distance in today's game.
I do want to mention I have my original Necron Lord I used to play all the time back in 3rd edition, but it's been 20 years in the making. I've always meant to mold a resurrection orb on his hip, or make him holding one. And I'll be honest, I didn't think that procrastination would bite me in the butt 20 years later. But here we are, live!
And that is about it for my Necrons. I apologize for going over it a little bit more than I probably should have.
Hey Luca, nobody cares except for what's your phase out number?
Oh yeah! I gotta actually figure that out. Okay, Necrons, very convenient rule to forget. I'm just kidding guys, I didn't forget. You have to count up your these don't count, that doesn't count. Everything else on my list counts. Anything with the Necron rule counts. I add it all up. I got 20, 30, 45, 46 models. Once I get down to a quarter remaining, you know, figure out all your fractions afterwards, Necrons automatically lose the game no matter what
they teleport away. Yep. So we calculated it. I think I have to bring it down to 11 models.
11 models.
11.
Yes.
Okay. Phase out number 11.
Doesn't matter if it's a tournament.
Doesn't matter,
game,
nothing.
Narrative game, nothing. That's it. Necrons lose at that number. They are quite a powerful army. So that is the idea. Necrons in this iteration of games design at Games Workshop were always designed as much more powerful than comparable armies. But if you were able just to go for that alternative win condition, you'd win the game no matter what the mission is. Same in Battlefleet Gothic. Sorry, correction. It's rounding all fractions up, so it'd be 12. Not 11. That can actually be a huge.
That's one less that I have to kill.
That's one less annoying model you have to kill. Yes, I just want to make sure I got that right. It has been 20 years. And it's a little bittersweet for me because I know I won't be able to play too many more of them. And this was probably one of my, it's between this and 5th edition. It depends on my mood on the day, which one I like more, I suppose. Do I want Mind Shackle Scarabs or do I not want Mind Shackle Scarabs?
The answer is no.
No, you should always.
For your opponent's sake.
Yeah, I probably. Even if I was to play 5th edition Necrons, again, I still probably wouldn't put Mind Shackle Scarabs in the list.
Let's not even talk about it.
Yeah, we know we'll forget it.
The Black Templars 9th Crusade! My original Black Templar Crusade. This is probably the thing I'm most pumped about. I started. So, let's go over the list. 1,500 points, and you can see it's a very small elite Space Marine army. Starting with Chaplain Yago. This is the original metal chaplain that I painted when I was like 13.
Robot face.
Robot face chaplain. And I brought him a command squad. I always wanted a command squad as a kid, but I was never able to afford one. Over time, I did make a standard bearer and an apothecary and a tech marine from the, I ended up grabbing them. So I've put them all together. I get to use it today. They have a bunch of upgrades. They're in a old school Razorback with heavy bolters. This is a metal. Anyway,
I haven't seen. I myself have never seen that turret upgrade.
Yeah, that is just the old Razorback, which was my original Razorback as well. So using the third War of Armageddon like supplement for Black Templars, I had to take an Empress Champion every game, no matter what, and it counted as an additional HQ choice that didn't take a slot. So old school metal Empress Champion. And he's with a unit of Black Templars. They're just a Black Templar squad. That's what they were called, not even Crusaders back then.
Yeah, they still have the same kind of build.
Correct. 5 initiates with chainswords and 4 neophytes. These are also my original ones that I had from way back in the day.
Yeah.
And my original Rhino from back then.
The old second edition Rhino.
Yeah, that's
or was this
right.
third? Was this?
No, this is third. They upgraded to the bigger Rhinos
in third.
Soon. Yeah,
yeah,
third or fourth basically. But this is the old school Rhinos. My second troop is just another Black Templar squad, but with a rocket launcher and a plasma gun.
And no neophytes.
No neophytes, just a squad. Now we have Marshal Augustine. The original Marshal Augustine was a sword and Stormbolter. During COVID, I painted a new one, but this time I gave him a Thunderhammer Storm Shield using some of the Forge World bits. And he's got a bunch of upgrades. And then he's running with a Terminator Assault Squad, which in the 3rd edition book, the Sergeant still had his power weapon and Stormbolter.
Yes. Yeah.
And that was that. Now, the cool thing about Black Templars is they introduced the Land Raider Crusader.
Unique to only them.
That's right. Other chapters could take them, but they could take only one.
Yeah.
And we could take multiples. It comes with a multi-melter, an assault cannon, the Hurricanes. It's got dozer blades. It has extra armor built in. It's just awesome. I love my Land Raider. This is my original Land Raider. And yes, the door technically I think should still work.
Ah, it does.
Yeah.
It's a little stiff.
And I actually painted all of the inside as well.
I can't, there's no way. I won't be able to get it with the camera.
I painted the panels and stuff. Anyway, that was back when I was 12.
This is
13.
This is both of our starting armies.
Correct.
What got us into the game, really, yeah.
Last but not least, my original Vindicator.
This guy's a beaut, man.
Yeah, just like an old. This has been great. I've been looking forward to this specific.
This is the one I've been looking forward to a lot as well. Yeah.
There you have it. 1,500 points of Black Templars. Lots of rules like failing morale and running forward instead of backwards.
They never lose combats.
My vows, which will be accept any challenge no matter the odds. So I just hit in 3s in close combat, regardless of weapon
and all that,
skill.
and all that stuff.
Anyway, let's dive into the game.
This is gonna be a good one. Imperial reports: a Necron tomb world has been found. At this point in the narrative, this is a substantially rare circumstance, like getting struck by lightning twice. Modern 40k Necron tomb worlds are everywhere, or at least they've all been found, is the idea. Obviously, the Black Templar nearby, always on a crusade, answers this call from the Imperium and heads right to the Necron tomb world, no matter what they were doing at the time. And they immediately broke into the surface. Necron tomb world, still in the process of waking up, have very rudimentary defenders at this point in time. And the Black Templar asks no questions. It is kill the enemy, destroy the planet. But obviously they want to salvage some of the tech here because it is all truly very alien. As much as the Black Templar...
Salvage the tech? What kind of...
That's what they were told! No. They were told to salvage the tech.
No, we burn it all to the ground for the Emperor!
Why not just blow up the planet then?
First we need to murder!
First they murder, then they blow up the planet. Admech be damned. Now the mission is seek and destroy. A classic from 4th edition here.
Murder, kill.
Perfectly fitting because the Black Templar, now frothing at the mouth, have got their hands on a Necron
They're not
tomb
frothing
world.
like Blood Angels or 13th Company. No. They're determined zeal to see the Xenos annihilated. They are the Emperor's light, and with it, they destroy the shadows.
I can't help but just hear like a essentially like picture corn berserkers, but Imperial ones. Aliens! I know it's not how it is, but I can't help but picture that every time I see Black Templar. Just pure hate in power armor is all I really imagine. Now, that is the goal. We deploy along the long table edges. It's a little different than a basic Dawn of War mission. We can deploy within 15, but you still have to be 24 inches away from enemy units. So whoever drops first can kind of zone back the enemy's deployment just a little bit. Now, we randomized between a Gamma and Omega mission. We've been getting a lot of Omega ones. Luckily, we got a Gamma one today. We've been doing that for all the other games as well. Gamma means that there's no escalation or concealment. We have everything on the board at turn 1. But we run the risk of it being dark while we play at the beginning or at the end of the game. It will be between 6 and 9 battle rounds. We are allowed to infiltrate and deep strike, and of course we'll calculate victory points for the enemy units that we've destroyed or crippled. And on top of that, Seek and Destroy wants you to annihilate the enemy while taking as little losses as possible. You'll gain additional victory points for each one of your scoring units that just exist on the table after the dust settles. And yeah, then at that point you can figure out who wins the game and who wins the battlefield. Deployed and ready for Seek and Destroy, starting with the monolith, setting the pace right in the middle. I got my Immortals with my Lord Akul beside them. Necron Warriors, 20 strong with a Spouter. At the end of everything, we infiltrated our Flayed ones. They are just 18 inches away from Skari's battle line there because they are in line of sight. Otherwise, 12 outside line of sight, but that wasn't really an option.
That's right.
And then we have a Spider, more warriors, and Scarabs on my left flank. To mostly try to answer your vehicles over here.
Command squad with Chaplain Iago. What eventually turned into a Reclusium command squad.
Oh, okay.
But they had special rules for that. My Vindicator, a little Black Templar squad with a couple of guns. Rhino with the Crusader squad and the Empress Champion. And my Assault Terminator squad with Marshal Augustine in his flagship.
How many points is Marshal Augustine?
So 105.
What?
Yeah, he's just a captain. Captain with Terminator armor, Thunderhammer, Storm Shield. Nothing too crazy.
I'm gonna guess how expensive my Necron Lord is.
Like 300 points.
No, he's not that. He's like 210. He's quite expensive though for one. He does come back to life. He's got a phylactery. He helps him come back to life with more wounds if he passes. It's a pretty big investment for a guy who 50-50 comes back to life. Anyways, we are ready to go. We are gonna roll off to see who gets to pick to go first. And we are just gonna slobber knocker each other until there is no more Black Templar left on the board. Right, guys? Right.
Quick correction. I forgot to pay for Terminator armor on my he's actually 115 points. I just had to take his Master Crafted off and shuffle the Dozer Blade off of this guy. Boom. Turkey done.
Works out. Done.
Made it happen, but at least when we do victory points, it'll all be right.
Two. Hey, that's a good 3, 4. Ooh, I picked.
You can choose.
I'll go second. Whatever. I'll go second. I don't really know.
You went first last time.
I did. Yeah, I didn't want to put any thought into it. I'm just first thing came to mind, no thought, I'm going second.
Black Templar turn 1.
Black Templar turn 1. Right to movement, guys! There's only 3 phases. Move, shoot, fight!
Kill, murder.
Just going 6? Oh, you want to shoot your gun?
Yeah, I've got a heavy bolter and a pintle mounted storm bolter.
That's a twin linked heavy bolter, I assume?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to take this Vindicator and he's going to go. And I'm probably going to try to take some pot shots over there.
And that is, as far as I could tell, a ordnance.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
Nice. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, I've been betrayed by the Crusader. Oh, he's gonna rush them. Oh, I forgot you can charge commander. No, this is fine. This is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
This is all fine. This is part of the plan.
This is part of the plan.
This is part of the plan.
Oh.
Get up!
This is why I don't infiltrate things. He gets so excited that I forget. Oh yeah, can charge me turn 1 with a Land Raider. I'll be fine. I'm not worried about him. Well, the downside is those are all power weapons, right?
Thunder Hammers, Lightning Claws.
Yeah, so I can't, like, they cannot reanimate against any of that.
Oh, power weapons will let you reanimate?
Instant death and power weapons stop reanimating unless you're near a resurrection orb.
Well, I haven't played this game in 20 years, so...
Yep.
And this Rhino's just gonna go, wee, and it's going to blow smoke. Because I don't want to get... Oh, you're gonna glance it to death anyway with warriors, so...
Yeah.
Maybe, potentially. You know what? I'm gonna blow smoke just to stop that giant cannon from nuking it and forcing everybody out.
Yes. One big, because smoke Is it a 4-up in 4th edition for smoke?
Smoke is, I think, auto glance.
Okay,
but
good,
I could be wrong.
And then obviously they're going to stay still because they want to fire that missile.
I might shoot a rocket launcher down at those scarabs because they're vulnerable to blast.
They are. They very, very, very much are.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for Moomin, eh? Where do you want to start shooting?
That's all I got. I want to start with because even though I move 12,
yes,
it can shoot all the hurricane bolters because it can always shoot no matter how fast it moves. Special rule.
Is it just the hurricane bolters?
Just the hurricane bolters.
Not the storm bolt or anything.
So each hurricane bolter is 3 twin-linked bolters, which are now within rapid-fire range.
I can only hope you kill most of them here, so the charge is positive. If you kill 4 or 5.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't be doing this, but it's fun. So, they're not like minuses to hit.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
They do have a defensive rule before you when they go to fighting. If you fail a leadership check, you only hit me on 6s.
Yes, nice.
They got a terrifying visage.
I only rolled 4 wounds. These are T4.
I actually can't remember what armor save flayed ones have. I would go double check that. They've been 4 for a long time, but back then they might be power armor. Their robotic bodies provide them a 3-up save.
That's actually really good.
We lose a flayed one.
One goes down.
We are going to lose one from the back because I'm pretty sure you're going to make your charge, and I want to be able to attack with as many guys as I can.
Makes sense.
And the best thing is for the Necrons, that model stays right there.
He might reanimate.
He is hopefully going to reanimate. And reanimating is at the start of Necron turns.
Nice.
So we'll see that later.
Okay, so over here, we're going to do a leadership test to priority fire.
Nope. You're shooting at the nearest thing.
The closest thing, which happens to be those warriors over there. Sure. I'm going to shoot a frag rocket at you.
It hits.
Nice.
Ooh, let's see how many hits it gets. We're shooting way down here. I got my giant 32mm bases.
Absolutely.
We're going for this
totally
guy.
Fair and balanced.
So it's 1 hit, and then the 4 models around him are partials. That is going to be 3 hits in total. 2 wounds, and we got that glorious 3-up save.
Nice. When warriors could actually save.
2 die.
Oh,
2 die.
Nicely done, rocket
I
launcher.
feel like it's appropriate to take it where that. No, well, I'll take these guys anyways. I'll take this guy. There you go.
Just have to be in line of sight is all.
Yeah, those guys there.
Blam, blam.
Don't worry, they'll be back.
Oh, he said the thing.
I said the thing. Now, the rule's actually not called Reanimation Protocols. Back then, it was called We Will Be Back. Obviously, referencing Terminator. So, we are going to do the Vindicator.
I'm just going to shoot the closest model.
Just them?
Hooray!
Huzzah! It is in range. Now, it did move with ordnance, so it's going to scatter 2d6, take the highest.
Yeah.
And...
Kablam!
Kaboomo. It's going 2!
Oh, yeah!
1 hit and 3 partials.
Okay, so 3 partials.
Ooh, one of them steps out of the way. These are
strength. A lot.
Boom. And AP 2 or 3.
And super high strength, too.
Yeah, so
you
that...
don't get to reanimate from that.
That is enough to kill them
Necron.
instantly. We're going to... Oh, it has to be ranged as well. So 1, 2, 3. Boom. And they do not linger there. They are killed. Anything killed by a power weapon? Well, anything that denies armor saves or instant death denies we will be back.
And a big demolisher cannon, definitely bad.
Yes. And the Razorback.
The Razorback is going to shoot. So I just have a twin-linked heavy bolter shooting at the little scarabs.
Ooh, they all hit.
Your toughness 3, so 2's to wound.
Ooh.
2 at AP 4.
So they only have a 5-up save. That is 1 wound left.
And a little storm bolter. 1 hit on a 3 to wound. 1 AP 5.
And that does finish off the scarab. Scarabs do not reanimate because they don't have the Necron special rule. It's mostly the phase-out targets.
I got one, Luca.
1 down. And we come back here where the Terminators declare charge and they move 6 inches.
Let's go. Get them.
All right, may you miss horribly, please.
Sorry?
May you miss horribly. It's going to be... I'm going to have to redirect my attention over there. Obviously, my lord is going to come fight this Marshal.
And then we'll close this.
Job done! That is the only assault. You do owe me a terrifying visage roll.
Because it's a leadership test, not a morale test.
Specifically,
very
leadership
specific.
check.
Okay, I do pass.
Yes, with the kick. Otherwise, you'd only hit me on 6s. And all your attacks. It goes to initiative. I'm a Necron.
Yes.
We are initiative 4, actually, in this edition. Nice. I am pleasantly surprised. They are just better than Space Marines because they have a higher leadership, but that's effectively it.
Yeah, well, actually, you'll go at the same time as my lightning claws.
That will maybe help.
Okay, so we have my lightning claws. So they hit on 3s thanks to my accept any challenge no matter the odds vow.
Yes.
I do not care how good you might be.
Oh, and that got you.
And that's my power sword here.
That's a power sword, okay, yep. So the claws had 1 more hit because of that. And I'm T4.
They strength 4, so they win on 4s, but lightning claws reroll all wound rolls
they do.
still in this edition. Woo! Which is The old edition of...
That kills 5.
lightning, I forget. I remember how good lightning claws are. And then my power sword on 4s.
6, 7 die. I don't even know if you can kill 7. 7. You have to kill guys you can only engage that I'm engaged with. So it's like
2
let me
inches
double check.
from the model, yeah.
So these 3 are left alive.
Nice.
And then everything else is dead. So I get to fight at the same time though. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys fighting back. They have 2 attacks each. Right. I have many attacks back. Ooh, I dropped 1. I'll just re-roll this die. 4 is to hit, obviously, we're the same weapon skill. And I'm strength 4, so I need 4s to wound, but I don't have, I am equipped with claws. They're not power weapons or anything, they're simply claws. Which means you have your full save. Against one of my wounds.
Okay, it'll go on the first guy that always dies in the Terminator squad, the Sergeant.
Oh. Yay! Oh, that's kind of sad, actually.
It's just because he always did.
Yeah.
Because his power weapon.
Well, power weapons were, didn't matter what the weapon was.
Sure.
It was just always
the
good.
Sergeant
yeah.
was like the one that you just wanted to kill all the time.
That's so sad.
That's so funny that
and then these guys do not get a will be back roll because they were killed by power weapons. And then we do morale. I obviously lost that one. I'm under half.
And outnumbered.
You have just 5, I have 3.
Yep.
Not 2 to 1. You have to have one more model.
No, but you're just outnumbered, which is -1.
Oh, I thought it was at least 2 to 1. You're right, though. It means I'm losing by 2, outnumbered, and under 50. So I'm leadership 10. We're good.
Yeah.
So we pile into each other.
Yeah, I pile in first.
Yep, you'll go first.
Up to 6.
Boop. And then
we just try and get as many in base to base as possible.
That's not so bad. I don't hate what happened there.
That was not terrible.
Yep,
considering you still have like almost an entire unit.
And then this guy will go in next. Bloop, and I get to fight again. Maybe I'll get lucky. You'll fail a leadership check. Tie him up for a little bit longer.
I can't fail leadership tests. I'm a Black Templar.
Yeah, that's true. You can't fail morale checks or leadership checks?
I can't fail morale. Leadership I can, but morale, if I fail morale, I run forward. I charge you more.
Yeah, fair. Okay. So that will conclude turn 1 of this game, of the Black
Templars.
We're going to go to my turn 1. Round 1 is not done.
Murders, he knows murder.
No, we're going to murder the humans. We're also murder robots. That's all we know, only kill. Does he stand back up and reanimate? No.
He was not back.
Self-destructs and disappears.
Phases out.
Yep, they phase out. No enemies can capture our stuff. If we're too damaged to repair, we self-destruct or phase out. If the phase out stuff doesn't work. Self-destruct is the final, thing. And these 2. 1 stands up, 1 dies. That's it, yeah. I'm just trying to remember all the rules. The orb doesn't have an effect on that. That's only for power weapons and instant death. I'm gonna go with the fun stand up where he died. You can put them wherever you want coherent to the unit, just like modern nonsense, but it was always fun just to stand them up where they died. Don't worry, we got some tricks to save them. We can pull units out of the monolith. I just have to shift the monolith a little bit closer. You have to be within 18, and
that also means you get to re-roll that reanimation roll.
Yes. Any unit that gets pulled through the monolith can attempt to re-roll the reanimates for that turn only. So just that one model. But I have to move all of this out of the way first. So we are going to consolidate our forces up here to put some shots on our Rhino friend. Get the Gauss blasters up there as well, and we're gonna have the monolith end up in this position. So I'll show you where that all ends up. Just like that, we just back the monolith up. It's a skimmer that just only moves 6. It's very slow and ponderous, but very durable. Now that we're within 18 of them, we are going to use the Eternity Gate to phase them out of existence and disembark them right here in front of the monolith.
They count as disembarking from a stationary vehicle, which means then you can move after.
Yeah, well. they can move and act normally and charge and all that stuff. Not that there's any charge targets nearby, but it'll just help them get over here.
Monoliths were so good.
Oh, they're very
they were like such a good tool piece.
It was an obvious
so good.
You're gonna buy a monolith, you're gonna add it to your army, and then whatever else is the other
so good.
It's not actually not even that. It's 235 points. It's like steel.
It's not bad. It's like a Land Raider. Yeah, it's less than a Land Raider.
It's cheaper than a Land Raider, yeah. But it's slow. It doesn't have as much mobility as a Land Raider. And then I want to go fight these guys. Oh, I'm supposed to poop out scarabs too.
Oh, you're gonna poop out scarabs.
Yep. So,
risky.
They have a lot of energy in them, and every turn you roll a d6. On a 2-up, you spawn a scarab swarm. On a 1, you spawn it, but it takes more energy than you anticipate. And
you
then
take a wound.
This one over here is going to spawn one as well, and they do suffer a wound. I think they only have a couple of wounds. I have to double check, but they're both going to add a scarab to their unit. They just spawn scarabs, and they
You also want to be careful with majority toughness rules.
Yes, that's true. Oh yeah, because these were written in 3rd.
Correct.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to
The
put
4th
one.
edition
You want to
screwed
put
up.
one scarab out, unless
Yep.
you want me to kill you at, be able to wound you at toughness 3.
You do even with the average, you use the lower one already. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
it was the highest, unless there was. I'm pretty sure it was the highest.
Yeah, just double check this majority. You do majority toughness, and if it's a tie, use the lower end. So this unit becomes toughness 3 now until the scarabs die. But that's still 3 extra wounds to chew through. Technically, you do this in the assault phase, so you're actually able to move, shoot, and then make your charge a little bit quicker. But it's no big deal, because I don't think I'm going to have to worry about that too much. I'm going to beat up these guys all the same. And now we are going to phase these guys out. We're going to boop, boop, boop. We could shoot them, which is big, and we can charge him with something else.
And you get to reroll your reanimate.
Yes, I have one flayed one, who I'm going to try to bring back. If
He's gonna will be back.
The energies do bring him back. We have 4 flayed ones.
I know.
They phase into existence.
Are they
there.
gonna move it all?
Yeah, they're just going to move 6 this way, right after that pillar there. Thank you. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now that does take up the monolith's energy to do that. It cannot fire its particle whip up there. You either fire the particle whip or bring a unit into reserve. Warriors in a reserve, which I didn't use this game because we're trying to play a little bit of Highlander here, and or bring a unit that's already on the table to the monolith. But that takes up his shooting attacks for the main gun, and these only have 12-inch range, so he won't be firing this turn. Then we move over here.
I'll move for you if you want moving.
I gotta think about this because I want to shoot that Vindicator, but the problem is if I move, I cannot shoot him, and I think I'd only have 1 shot otherwise. Yeah, so they're just gonna go 6 forward. Here they come, the inexorable advance of the Necron warrior.
Spread out a little bit.
Yeah, just a wee bit.
Don't get ordnance blasted again.
Boom. Well, they're gonna get ordnance blasted again, but hopefully we can mitigate it a little bit here. These scarabs move. They move like jet bikes, so they could turbo boost if I want them to. But there's dudes in that vehicle there, and that's
There's a whole command squad. A guy with a banner, a tech marine, an apothecary.
And if it doesn't move, they can disembark, move, and charge.
They 100% can.
So I want to be more over here. Because again, no pre-measuring. So I want to be like 12 away from it. Well, they have to like turn sideways to disembark. So I'm going to go around here. This is where I want to go.
Okay.
Safe here, because the doors are kind of blocked. You'd have to disembark in the butt there. Okay, and then we'll move our spider first before they move. Sorry, they move like regular infantry.
How far does the spider move?
6, but it hovers and ignores terrain and stuff.
Oh, I guess I could just go straight then. And then this guy gets pooped out in base to base.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be pooped out right there in the assault phase. This guy is. I don't love the idea of fighting this unit, but we're going to anyways.
We're gonna find out, aren't we?
We're gonna figure out how this works, and then we'll poop him out in the assault phase. Shooting! I wonder. These Ghost Blasters are probably gonna take some shots at those Terminators. But yeah, they're Assault 2, which is a very powerful profile for them, but they're quite expensive. 3s to hit, because they're BS4, and they are Strength 5 weapons.
I like it.
So 3s to wound. Obviously, AP not enough to get through thick Terminator
I
plate.
remember how amazing they are here.
6 wounding hits.
My Marshal is in direct fire, so he will take one of these saves here at least, and he's
Nice.
okay. Then we'll go ahead and do some to, well, we're gonna be fighting a Tomb Spider, so I'm gonna try to keep my...
Yep.
What?
You have 5 more 2-ups.
5 more saves? I guess I can just
You
roll
just
them
you can
together
allocate them however
and
you want.
allocate
Yep.
them as we go.
I take a casual. Oh, you don't want to lose the Thunder Hammer.
Correct,
I see. Gotcha. Interesting. Now, it's tough. I'm gonna fire. This guy's got a little Staff of Light equivalent because he either has 2 little claws or he can swap out a claw for a gun.
Yep.
This one's got a gun. This edition of the game, strict WYSIWYG rules in the rules.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
You got to play with what you have modeled.
You do.
The Staff of Light in this edition is AP3. It burns through power armor. Luckily, they're in Terminator armor.
Yes.
He's only BS2 though.
Nice.
Or sorry, he's BS5. No, BS2. He hits on 5s. He misses. Warriors are just gonna fire the Terminators also. Let me know because I realized I moved and I actually have no shots on that Rhino.
5 in there.
That looks 4. This guy here too. Yeah, not that guy though. Yeah, 5. So it's 10 shots into him.
Nice.
Let's go. Boom. They have ghosts. They have bolters. They're just bolters. But they do rapid fire. 3s to hit. Oof.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
So
only
good.
only 10th editions, the only
So
edition that
good.
reduced their ballistic skill.
Yeah.
And force.
They were just straight up bolters.
They were just better, yeah.
The Marshal is right in the open, so he will take
no
a save.
damage. He's
Bang.
A-okay. No shots from the big guy. No shots from over here. We can go right to assaulting. And as much as I don't really want to, maybe I just stay right there and block him. It's probably my best bet.
Well, it was if you charge and
Yeah.
I kill you, and then I go in there, and then it's just like a mess.
Yeah, that's too sloppy if I go in. He's only got 2 wounds. He's got a high enough toughness, but if you just roll particularly well,
Yeah,
we don't
we'll
want
hit
to
on
risk it.
3s and wound on 3s and no saves with the Thunderhammers. I think that's pretty good.
A roadblock is my best bet. Right there, happy, and that is the end of Necron's turn 2.
I love
turn
it.
Turn 1.
Smoke goes away too.
Yeah, smoke goes away. He's also smoked, so I didn't want to...
Well, glances only, but
Glances only, yeah. Okay, round 2.
time to get the party started. So my little Razorback is gonna move.
Hello.
And I feel like it is time to have a party. We're gonna have a good time, then we're going to get the command squad out. My command squad has arrived. Chaplain Iago is like, advance, get him.
Okay, fine. Are we keeping our ordnance weapon there still?
Yeah, we're just gonna stay still.
Yep, that way we don't have to scatter
And
as
I don't
much.
want to get too close to those scarabs. Those scarabs be scary.
They can glance you to
they're
death quite easily.
scary. This unit of Black Templars is gonna stay still. And then we're gonna go ahead and pivot because it doesn't count as moving. Pivot!
Who's coming out?
The Emperor Champion!
Glorious.
They're disembarking. Get him!
Ooh, you're looking for a fight.
Oh, absolutely.
And
The
I
Emperor
will
Champion.
bring you one.
The Emperor Champion wants a fight.
You think he's got what it takes to go against the Necron Lord?
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. Hello, Rhino.
And then
Crusader, pivot!
I only get one of the sponsons to see you. But the other one can't see anything. No!
Yeah, we're protected. And then
I'm in a difficult terrain.
I'll move through cover.
No, because then I might fail that, I might fail the charge. I don't.
You just
I'm
line
gonna
up
get
for it.
myself in. Let's just punch this thing.
Yep. What do we want to start? Oh, the Demolisher.
The Vindicator is gonna just get it started over here. I'm just gonna go ahead and.
Now he didn't move, so he only scatters D6.
Which one's better?
They're about that one. That one you have. Oh, that one's not bad. That one's not bad. That one's gonna be 3 partials and a hit.
Nah, no.
That's the same as that guy.
This one.
That's the same as that guy.
This is closer to that, just in case it scatters.
All right, so that is our target. Is it a direct hit? Boom! 1 inch. It's
1 inch
effectively.
Basically the exact same.
So it'll miss
Unless
him.
I miss one. Okay. So 2
it's
partials.
2 partials and a hit.
Good thing you spread out, right, Luca?
Oh, 3 hits it is. 2s to kill.
2s to nuke.
Boom, 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 boom. No
Nuked.
reanimate. Well, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3.
I guess you need a morale test last turn.
Oh, yes, I did. I apologize.
Yeah, it's all good.
They would have passed
You're
last
fine,
turn,
'cause
and then
you're super leadership.
I'm gonna leave. I'm
Later.
gonna leave these dice here so I remember that.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
last time. They're all every dang
No,
Necrons.
don't. Oh, they don't. They don't go away.
No, they're
they
dead,
can't
dead,
come
dead.
back. Yeah,
They
they're
got
dead.
demolished.
They're dead.
And the Crusader.
Line of Crusaders
I'm
gonna shoot.
gonna go for the flayed ones again.
Heck yeah. Well, what else am I gonna do? So, but this time I moved 6 inches, so I can fire everything. So I've got a multi-meltar, a stone bolter, an assault.
Oh yeah, that thing is the only defensive weapons.
Correct.
Technically,
Except
yes.
for the multi-meltar.
The multi-melt is the
Correct.
one you have to like.
So I'll
yeah.
start with the multi-meltar.
They're all within 24.
They're all within
All right.
24. Multi-meltar misses, like a multi-meltar should.
As it does.
As it always does. The assault cannon, I think, was only 3 shots
It is. But twin link.
back in the day. Twin linked. And it is strength 6.
AP 4, 2s,
So 3 saves.
3 up armor on them.
Oh, very nice. The stone bolter, 2 hits,
A wound.
1 wound,
Off the
and
armor.
then 1 hurricane bolter at long range, twin linked, and on 4s as well. 1.
1 additional save. 3 up. Oh wow! Just
And-
absolutely ricocheted off
I've
their
got
armor.
a stone bolter on him too.
That's true. Yep. Hit.
2 hits, nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Pistols or anything?
No, then I can't charge. I mean,
You can charge
but I
pistols.
can't charge the unit. I have to charge the unit I shot at.
Do you want to shoot the warriors?
Well, I'm checking that right now. I'm gonna take a leadership test, see if they have a choice. Oh,
that's a bad start.
That's not a good sign.
Ah, you're good, you're good.
Good job.
What do you want to do?
I think I'm gonna shoot at those immortals.
A frag missile?
Yeah.
Right down.
Yeah, might as well just. Never mind, I'm gonna shoot the spider.
Boom.
Pew! Crack rocket, which misses.
Unfortunate.
And then I don't know if there are anybody else.
Didn't matter what you shot at there, I suppose, yeah.
Oh, I got a bolter.
Hey, bolter!
Pew.
Hit!
No.
No, close
nothing.
though.
Good talk.
And over to here.
Okay, over to here we've got this entire unit is gonna shoot into these scarabs.
Looks like a couple plasma guns.
So I got a plasma pistol, 2 plasma guns, and then some bolters and a bolt pistol.
I'll bring it on.
So 2 bolters, because technically my apothecary has a bolter. 3s and 3s. So 2 wounds.
Right through, they only have a 5
And then
save.
a bolt pistol. It hits on 2s, moves on 3s.
Should be AP5 as well.
Yep, so that's 1 scarab base done.
Are these guys able to charge?
No.
No, because that thing moved, that's right.
Correct,
Boom.
correct. Then we're gonna go ahead and do 1 plasma pistol. Oh, but I get to reroll 1 hit roll with my Signum. He misses though.
He's not PS5 on
No,
attack?
they're just regular veterans that, and then
okay.
2 plasma guns over here. So the first one and the second one. Okay, they both have to take a save. First one saves, second one saves.
Very good.
as well. So 2 hits,
1
and
wound.
1 wound.
Man Squad threw some of the most dice so far.
Yeah.
We'll go that guy.
And then I've got a little storm bolter from the tank. 1 more wound.
The 3 should have hit. You rolled a 3 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, you
that was
rolled
the
both
wound roll.
wounds. Yeah,
That's the
okay.
wound roll, yeah.
So that's 1 more wound on this guy.
And then the heavy bolter, which is, oh, that's fine.
Oh,
and on
geez.
2s here. Oh, well, at least I kill 1 more. Yeah.
Now these are fearless.
Yeah.
Brings it to these guys doing a leadership check. 8.
Fine.
They're
fine.
A-okay.
Leadership 10. Very good in this game.
Very strong, yes.
Marshal Augustine, charge!
Fight!
Fight! Charge! Get him!
We're gonna get them.
Hopefully you won't. And then I'm just gonna charge the warriors.
Yep.
I'm not gonna. Can I go? Oh, I can't move.
Right, you stay right there.
Boo! I'm gonna try to get as many as I have to get as many as I can
Yeah.
in combat. There's no wiggle room here.
Second charge. So which fight would you like to do first?
Let's do the marshal first.
Of course.
Leading the way, the marshal on the flank.
So let me double check the initiative of these guys.
Lightning claw.
I'm 2 on these guys.
Hitting on 3s regardless of your weapon skill.
Yay! No matter the odds.
Accept any challenge. And needing 3s to wound.
Yep. My unit's currently toughness 3 for those.
3 power sword attacks.
That
Done.
kills them. Now we're back to our regular toughness.
Yes. What's your initiative?
2.
Okay, so you get to swing before my thunderhammers.
Yeah. He only has 2 attacks though because he's got a gun arm.
Nice.
Only weapon skill 2.
Oh.
So I hit on 4s. But
Okay.
Hey.
Still not double though.
Not double, no.
Yeah.
And double +1.
Yeah.
Double +1. Strength 6, so 2. It wounds. It is a monstrous creature.
I put it on a 4-up invulnerable save from the storm shield.
Good luck.
Block.
Oh, it didn't matter if I had armor pen or not. That guy rolled a 1 and dies. And then that's all I have. You get to
So
attack.
I got him. So he has 2 attacks plus a charge. Because he's already got his Terminator arms. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2. Strength 8 versus T6.
Yes.
Ooh, very nice. 1.
Ooh, he's got 1 wound left.
And then my captain. 2 attacks, Terminator honors, charge.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. No master.
He might be
crafted
web skill
here.
5.
He is.
He
Hitting
is
on
on
2s.
2s. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
because you're only.
Yes.
And
that is
nuked.
Dead. Boom.
Squish. That is a massacre. Roar.
3-inch consolidate. They're coming. The Black Templar are mad. Ooh, boy. Well, let's see what these Crusaders could do. Okay. In this edition, what's the Emperor Champion looking like here? What's he got going on?
So he's basically a character. He's kind of like a captain, essentially. He's got a power weapon that he can use as a power fist.
If he wants. Oh, he's
And
got
it-
2 fighting styles.
Correct, and he has a 2-up. He has Artificer Army. He has a 4-up invulnerable save, and he can issue challenges.
Which is not a core concept of
No.
3rd or 4th edition.
No, he has a very specific thing where he can be like, I challenge you. You have to fight him. You cannot refuse.
Yeah.
And the outcome of the challenge determines who wins or loses the combat. The other wounds are irrelevant.
I like. See, that is interesting. There we go. So proto challenge rules, everybody.
Yeah, but you don't have any leaders inside.
Not
of
the
your-
Necron
Yeah,
unit,
so
yeah.
I'm just gonna fight you normally with his +1 strength power weapon, I think, or +1 attack power weapon.
Yep. My Necron warriors are the same initiative as Crusaders.
Yeah, well, my
Champion's
champion's
probably fast.
definitely faster.
As long as he's 5. Never mind. I was looking at
These guys are initiative 2. Necron warriors are initiative 2.
Oh,
You're good to
okay.
go.
It was the flayed ones that are 4.
Yeah, flayed ones are 4.
Flayed ones hit normally. Okay, so I get to attack with my Emperor's Champion. He gets 2 base attacks, 2 close combat weapons because he has pistol and the black sword. He also has a charge as well. And I think he has Terminator armors, but they're included. Okay.
Okay.
So weapon skill 5, so 3s to hit. Well, he wouldn't have actually mattered.
He has a master-crafted bolt pistol.
Yeah, you know, just in case, just for good measure. Nothing.
He killed not a single
not
warrior.
with his strength 5 super sword. No, he looks at the Lord. He's like,
I'm coming for you.
I'm coming to get you.
Luckily, Akul is an honorable lord. And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
looks
With
for
ignore
any challenge.
saves of any kind weapon.
Hey, if you're not
So
ready for
honorable.
why?
So honorable.
Are you not?
So honorable.
Is the Emperor's Challenge not ready for?
He's gonna
101?
challenge you no matter what.
There we go.
He's gonna believe in the Emperor.
Is he going into this fight a little ignorant?
No.
There we
He's
go.
done this sunken dance before.
So we got a bunch of is our Crusaders? Or
So initiates are the basic Marines.
are they
so
2 attacks base?
They're 1 attack each
Okay.
with a close with the chainsaw bolt pistol and a charge.
charge.
There's
So
5 of them, so 15.
Woo!
1, 2, 3. Hitting on 3s because I don't care about
is a-
your fancy stuff.
Yeah, I got a fancy web skill 4.
And I couldn't find any of the power weapon or power fist models in the collection.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered.
story.
It wouldn't have mattered here. I have a res orb nearby.
Very
Well, I guess it matters for myself.
matters for saves.
Yeah.
So 6 saves.
3 up armor.
Ooh.
4 warriors go
Ooh.
down. Let
And
me
that-
see here. I just want to
bad.
make. I gotta make sure. I gotta kind of identify. So it's like all of those guys can die. So this guy will die. This guy will die. Just to kind of show where the line is. 3. I don't want to lose the guys in base contact yet.
4.
Boom.
There's 3 left.
3 remaining.
And now
to
it's
fight
the
back.
neophytes get to swing, but they are not bound by the vow.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
because they are still in training.
Okay.
So they are only weapon skill 3, like little scouts should be. Go neophytes on 4s.
Are they? They're strength 4 though.
They're the same strength. They're just weapon skill and ballistic skill crappier. 4s. Nice.
Okay.
5 from them. They learned a lesson. Strike the Xenos down.
2 more go down. I only have 1 that can fight.
That's awesome.
1, a 2, and then I will fight with him.
Yep.
That's a lot of dead Necrons. Definitely gonna lose this fight. Oh man, it's getting sloppy. There we go. Necron has a single attack. He misses. Yeah, because you don't have more initiatives
Correct.
than neophytes.
That's
do you?
it.
Nope. Yep.
You owe me a morale. I don't outnumber you, but
Nope.
I did win.
I did no negatives here. Just leadership 10.
That's right. Straight up.
We're good. We're good.
Sad.
We're good.
Sad.
Boop, boop,
So we get to move 6 inches.
boop. Yes.
Okay.
They're just gonna pile on in there.
Get 'em.
Obviously, so Necron warriors do not have to actually reanimate where they die. I just always like to historically do that,
Yeah.
especially as a kid. That was always very fun. But it does make this part muddy, so I do have to remove them. And I'm gonna try to reanimate them where it would make sense still.
Well, and then you get to pile into me, but that's pretty much it after that. That's turn 2. Wow, this game goes so fast. I
does.
love
It just
it. I
burns
love
right
how
through it.
fast this game plays.
Well, yep, we're gonna go on to my turn 2 as everything's all cleaned up. I get to pile in as well, so I get a little bit more attacks, assuming I have models live. But we have Necron honor of our own up our sleeves.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Oh, do you
We'll
now?
show you the honor of the
Oh,
grave.
do you?
6 reanimate rolls from the Warriors. We're gonna get 5 standing back up. and there we have it. Everyone.
Oh, it's soul wrenching.
You worked so hard for it.
Whatever.
1 robot.
No.
2
Don't do this to me, Luca.
robots.
I'm having PTSD already, and it's not even the end of the game.
I don't really have much more room to put them and be coherent, so this guy is going to be within 2 of that guy.
They're not going to be there anyway. You're going to pull them through the monolith.
Yeah, I'm going to pull him through a monolith and do it again, shoot you and charge you. 5, 4, 5. There we go.
So
We're only missing
funny.
1 Necron warrior. Then we can go to the movement phase proper. Let's have these flayed ones move towards this rhino. Yeah. Oh, it's fight number 11, though.
Yep.
Whatever. I didn't buy them disruptors either. You know what? We're gonna go.
Oh,
we're gonna
okay,
go that
well,
direction.
Fine. Be that way.
Thank
you. Know,
you.
it didn't. I didn't move them for you at all. For any reason whatsoever.
And then our monolith is gonna ominously hover 6 up this way. Pretty much going back to kind of where he was before.
Nice.
And we'll go. And then we're gonna not shoot our particle whip this turn. We're gonna target this Necron warrior unit, remove it. They all phase out, and they
phase in right there, and they can move, shoot, and charge still. Well, they can't shoot the rapid fire weapons, but they can move and charge if they want to. But more importantly, I can shoot this unit now. Honor. And the warriors rematerialize out of the eternity gate of the
So 20 squad
monolith.
becomes a 20 squad, eh?
Yes, sir. After dealing with the Emperor's Champion and
annoying.
a Black Templar squad. Now, I don't have enough power to fire the particle whip up top. So that is the one downside there. But this thing counts as a stationary vehicle, so they're able to move and shoot normally. Which I'm just going to go ahead and do now. They're just going to move up 6. Then to the other side of things, here comes a bug. And then we're going to get a little... I want to beat up this Razorback, so we're going to move 12.
Nice.
And we're going to try and charge a Razor. We're going to charge the back of a Razorback. Over there. And then we're just going to move towards them and rapid fire them.
Nice.
Thank you. They're getting demolished by a Vindicator, so I want to try and get a couple kills of them before they go down. I'm going to go right to shooting. I'm going to put their flayers into our command squad friends here. What's the Apothecary do?
So he has an Arthesium, so I ignore a failsafe.
Right, is like the first one.
Failsafe.
Is that like once a game, I assume?
No, it's once per turn, I think. Or
Okay.
Once per,
Because I know I had the
check
healing bombs and everything. I'm like, it was kind of vague.
And then I
if
do
it
have the
worked.
Reductor, so...
The extra points? I like the Reductor thing.
The
Yeah,
reductor. That's only 5 points. It's actually really good. As soon as you lose 5 Space Marines and he doesn't die, it's like... It
Boom, boom.
automatically counts, you know?
Gets his value back, yeah. That's their 5 hits with their flares, and they wound 1 time.
The Chaplain's so close, he's gonna have to stand up there with his Artificer armor.
Oh, nice, you got 2 up save. Very good, very good. That will bring us to shooting over here.
Uh-oh.
The Necron warriors are gonna fire at the Rhino because the Land Raider's too far away.
What did the Rhino ever do to you?
Well,
Were you just very scared that I might tank shock you and make you run away?
I think I could beat these guys up in combat. Should I shoot these guys? You know what? You make me question my decision now.
You know, you can choose to do it. It's fine. I'm not gonna stop you.
I wanted to I'm gonna comically glance this Rhino to death. Here's 20 out of 40 shots. There's no split fire or anything like that. You pick one target and you shoot it. I can't hurt the front armor, but I can glance it on 6s.
Because of your Gauss rule.
Gauss! So we have 3 glances so far.
Just any of them is a 6, you just kill my Rhino.
No, I got a 1, 2, and a 3.
Nice.
Boom. And the second volley, 3s. Never needed to bring too much anti-vehicle stuff in Necrons
because glancing hits were so good.
And they ruined it in 8th edition.
They ruined it.
That's okay. It's okay. I like to make the joke that the equivalent rule, if they were to give that rule back to the Necrons right now in 10th edition, the equivalent rule would read something like every 6 to wound is 4 mortal wounds against a vehicle.
Really?
That's the same math.
Well, I guess.
As it would. Yeah, every wound does. It's impossible to imagine.
That's crazy.
When they gave them hull points, every 6 was a glance.
Sure.
And if you multiply their hull points to their wounds now, it's like a 4-to-1 ratio.
Okay, fair.
So Land Raiders had 4 hull points, 16 hull points. So every
Necrons
6...
OP from the beginning of time.
4 mortal wounds every 6. That rule would not exist today for sure. 3 additional glances and a 4 this time.
Okay. We haven't actually had this happen because everything we've shot against has been like open-topped and really, really weak.
Super weak
But
vehicles,
like not having hull points or any sort of wound characteristic, you blew off its gun, it's shaken and stunned and doesn't have extra armor, so it's going to sit there and do nothing. But it's still alive it's mobile.
Yep. Well, it can't move. Stunned is no move, no shoot.
It's still mobile as it's not immobilized.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
But so next turn it won't do anything, but the turn after that it's
and you could still.
Yep.
And then again, if you do another weapon destroyed, then it becomes immobilized. And then if you do another weapon destroyed or immobilized, then you kill it. So there's like there is a mechanic to it, but you have to like mess it up slowly. It's like tearing chunks off of this poor little Rhino.
We'll go next with the Immortals shooting at these guys because I want to charge them anyways.
Yeah.
They have assault weapons, so we have 10 shots with them, 3s and 3s. And then we have, you know what? You have mixed armor in your squad. There's a rule for this.
There's a rule. I have to use my worst armor.
Boop. 3 wounds.
3, so 8b4, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. You killed Timmy, Bobby, and Fred.
Is that enough for a leadership check?
It definitely is.
Yeah, you might charge me instead.
I might.
Now, the Flux Arcs on the Monolith have an interesting rule. Every enemy unit within 12 gets shot by it to represent its weapon array. So we shoot the Rhino with it, and we shoot them with it. And every time it suffers a weapon destroyed and it loses one, it's D6 shots normally, then it's D6 minus 1, D6 minus 2, etc., etc.
And you roll separately for each unit you shoot at.
Yeah. So they're going to get D6 shots.
Nice.
They're shot at 4 times. Yeah, they all hit, and
Nice.
strength 5. It's actually the exact same gun as them. So 3 wounds
Now
at
my Marines are in the majority, so only one goes down.
And then D6 shot into the Rhino. We got 3, and he is hit once, and nothing. You to your morale check.
Okay, morale test.
Hiya! Ooh, I charge you instead.
Yeah,
Immortals will go. We'll go boop, 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 and then after that, the flayed ones are going in. Then the flayed ones. I like this. The 6-inch move is nice. That guy will make it. That guy is probably going to get base contact. Could you check that one for me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. There we go. And that should be it for me charging. Oh no, I did. I am going to charge the Scarabs into the Razorback.
Yep.
I'm gonna try this charge here. I don't know if I honestly don't know if I'm in range. 6.
Yeah, you go to at the slowest.
Boop. Yep. Boom.
So you've made it in with your Tomb Spider.
I don't know if this is a
Clank,
bad
clank,
idea or
clank.
not. We're gonna find out.
Yep.
Start fighting over here. We'll do the Scarabs fighting this. It only moves 6, right?
It moves 6.
So I hit on 4s.
4s, yeah.
Scarabs are 4 attacks on the charge, and you move 6. That means I hit you on 4s. And they do have disruption fields. They can glance you on 6s because normally I wouldn't be able to hurt you.
Basically the same rule as the
Gauss, yeah, no damage there.
Nothing there.
So you're good. And then we'll go on to this fight. I'm initiative 2, so
So I have higher initiative everywhere.
power to you. It should be most
be
of them
everybody.
fighting, actually. Yeah.
Everybody except for this one guy.
That one guy?
Thank you.
All right.
Actually, the chaplain would go first.
Yeah, whatever initiatives work for you. Yep.
My chaplain Iago with his 5 attacks hitting on weapon skill 2. 2s to
He's
hit.
about skill 5. Very good.
Correct. And he is strength 4 with his Crozius.
So 3s.
3s to wound.
I got a
2
wound left
wounds.
on my Scarab. Supposed to poop out one more Scarab. I apologize. We have a second
Nice.
Scarab base. It would just be right over here.
Yep.
And this one, I'll say this one has 1 wound left.
Yeah, it's fine.
Same difference.
And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 regular close combat attacks. They're not veterans or anything. They just have the
Gotcha.
normal stuff. 3s, 2 saves, please.
And those are just close combat weapons.
Yeah, I do have a servo harness on him that has
yeah.
a power fist, so
that'll
it
finish
hits on 4s later.
Boop. And then this Scarab, I failed both those saves, so that 1 wound on that Scarab is removed, and this Scarab base will have 2 wounds left. Hitting you on 4s with my Scarab. Nice. Not enough. And then the Spider has 4 attacks for charging because he's got 2 hands there.
Very nice.
He hits twice and 2s. 1 wound.
I think the chaplain's going to step up to the plate, and he's okay with his Rosarius as he
Very good.
prays to the Emperor.
Absolutely.
And now my little servo arm hits on a 4. Misses.
Boo. Now we have to figure out combo res. I lost this fight, but I'm
did.
fearless. But I
So-
don't know if I'm outnumbered because he might count as more
He
models.
should count as 10, I think.
Then I think we just
10, 11, so
chill here.
We just fight,
Yeah.
you just chill. So then we pile in as best we. So I did miss 1 attack in there. He missed anyway, so it doesn't
Did
matter.
not matter. And I don't really have anywhere to pile in because I don't think I can pile into other units I'm not fighting.
That's it.
That's it. That is fighting over here. Now we get to go to the exciting one.
I challenge you, Xenos, to a single-handed combat.
I make ominous silent sounds. Nothing. Not even
Do you have an invul save?
4 up.
Do you have high toughness?
T5.
So you're not instant killed by strength 8.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna swing with my strength 5 sword.
You definitely go first.
What's your weapon skill?
4.
Okay, so 2 attacks, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh, all hit.
Very good start.
Wounding on 4s. Oh, 2 saves.
Right through my armor. I do have a phase shifter, so I phase in and out of existence, and I save 1 and I take 1. He's
Nice.
got 2 wounds left. 2 remaining wounds on our Lord. You do have to do a terrifying visage.
He's okay.
You're good. That's only if you attack the flayed ones, but that guy has to. So, you definitely go. I'm slow. I'm a robot.
No, you flayed ones are initiative.
Oh, yeah, flayed ones are
So
initiative
you
4.
at
We
the
just
same
talked
time
about
as
that.
me here. Yep.
And they have 3 attacks each for charging.
Nice.
Get the flayed ones out of the way. 4. Ooh, that's not a good roll. That's 3 hits. And 1 wound.
1 wound. I'll put it on that Marine that they're fighting.
He's okay.
He's fine. Power armor feels like power armor in this edition.
It does. It really does.
So I got 1 into the flayed ones. Oh, sorry. Ooh, it's only 2 attacks. My apologies. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Yeah,
my
1
3
armor
up.
save.
Oh, we lose
got
the
him.
flayed one back.
Die, filthy Xenos.
Lay him down.
And then we have 3 of them The hit on 3s, and then little Timmy that hits on 4s. Oh, so miss.
T5
and then
on
these
Immortals.
need 5s to wound you. 2, very nicely done. Oh yeah, got one. 30-point Immortal down.
We'll be back. Well, the Necron Lord's actually initiative 4, so he'd go at the same time as all that, but it doesn't change anything. He has 3 attacks base, but he charged with his War Sight.
Go Emperor's Champion.
I hit you on 4s. I'm only weapon skill 4.
Am I? Oh no.
We are strength 5. War Scythes are much different in 3rd.
Yeah.
They are chain fist against vehicles, so 2d6 armor pen at strength 5. But against anything else, they ignore invulnerable saves and armor saves. No saves allowed of any kind.
So it's on 3s. I only have 2 ones.
The Emperor's Champion is alive.
He lives! Oh my gosh, he lives!
One wound into the challenge.
Oh, I'm
staying
so
alive.
excited.
You got one more chance to fight.
The combat is a draw.
I do have my Immortals, but the combat's a draw because the challenge is the only thing that matters.
That matters in this combat.
The Immortals have 4 attacks.
This is so silly and I love it.
Hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s. The Immortals don't wound either. Oh, okay, fair.
Sure.
I leave my models there as a reminder for we'll be back. It's a draw, so we just pile into each other.
Cool.
Just him coming in there because everyone else is already fighting. That is the end.
He has to go. He has to go.
Oh, that guy's not fighting something. So mad.
I'm so mad.
Not a bad little fight
Oh,
there.
that was your turn 2, was it?
Yeah, we're on to turn 3.
Turn 3. Is it random game length in these games?
It is. This one's still random. Yep.
Okay.
I have no idea how long it's going to go.
Well, I'm actually really excited. Something that's really fun is I can just move my tank away.
Yep. Vehicles are never in. Things are not in combat with vehicles, and things are
It's also pintle mounted on both, so I can shoot 360 degrees.
Very flexible.
Which is very exciting.
I was kind of hoping to do some damage to it.
And now this guy over here is going to go.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Obviously, these Terminators are coming into fight.
Marshal Augustine, let's go!
They do not want to let these aliens live any longer than they already have, and they've lived.
They've
a long
lived
time.
a long time, haven't they?
Comes the Crusader.
Get all the guns.
I'm coming for him next with my flares.
No!
Yes!
No!
He's happy as can be there. Are we going to keep the Crusaders in the back?
They're going to start moving. They're in difficult terrain, so they have to take a difficult terrain test. Oh,
5.
they are
No problem. They love
excited
it.
about life.
I love the war. Love
about
killing
life.
Xenos. They're a little mad. Their shots haven't really connected too much, so they're gonna go do the old-fashioned way.
They're just starting to go. The punching things works just as good as not punching things, so they're gonna move out.
Start with the Vindicator.
For a 3rd time in a row, Vindicator is just gonna go ahead and lob a shell onto the monolith.
Now it did move. Oh, the monolith. Oh, interesting. Very good. It's ordnance.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, it's strength 10 ordnance or something. So let's see if we can hit this monolith. They'll be on the corner somewhere here.
Yep, just right.
Actually clip.
That's where we're gonna put the hole. Right to the side of it. That's a 5-inch scatter to the heart of combat.
Yes.
That is a hit. Look at that. So that's gonna be.
I missed the monolith though.
Yeah, you missed the monolith completely.
That's too good.
Cool. That's a nasty shot. That's 5 hits and 6 partials.
Here go the partials on 4s.
Whew, how about 10 hits?
Oh, that's not bad.
Luckily, they're near a Resorb, so they can stand back up after this.
That is 8 of them.
I guess, do I have cover? Am I half covered by this? I can't tell.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
It's
We'll 5 up,
whatever.
Let's see how much that pillar protects us. 1, hell yeah. 7 go down.
It just ricocheted off the side of that monolith, the angle.
Yeah, it did. Big bam! I'm going to lose models near the Resorb, because even though it's instant death, the Resorb does circumvent that. That's the point of it, I suppose. Power weapons and instant death. 7 go down, all died near the orb. They have a chance to stand up later.
Not bad.
Oh, and that flayed one's for later, too. Almost 10 years of recording, I instinctively want to pick up every single model that just laid over on the table.
Just a plasma gun and a bolter.
Good luck, I hope you die.
Plasma gun.
Oh, you're good.
He hit once, though.
Boom, wound. I'll have
You get cover. You get cover there. You're good.
We're not good.
Yeah, you're not good. You're not good. It's only strength 7, though.
Yeah.
Not instant death.
So we'll kill. We do have to pull the guys in range, so this guy will die. Now, it's only close combat attacks that ignore armor saves. I can't reanimate.
Bolter fire! No.
We're good there. Nice. You're dealing with these warriors pretty well.
Land Raider Crusader. Well, I have to do it every turn.
Yeah, you do.
We'll do the multi-melter.
Hit
Hit this time. Oh, it melts a dude.
Oh, that's just a dead guy. That. That's a strength 8 weapon. I want to pull that guy so I can reanimate it. And then all the others. Yep, all the assault cannons. Reroll.
Twin linked.
Very good. And twos. And these I get armor saves against. Blah. We're good.
Three of them. Three of them.
Oh, sorry. Blah. Oh, no.
Got one.
Blah.
And then Storm Bolter's time.
The pile grows.
Yeah. 2 Hurricane Bolters at long range, because I had to stay at long range in order to be able to get all of them in line of sight. And only 2. And then the Storm Bolter, 2 hits, 1 more.
3 saves. Power. We're good.
You're good. This is gonna turn around and shoot all his guns into little scarabs.
You don't like the scarabs or something?
I don't like the scarabs. The scarabs are terrifying. 2s to kill.
2s that kills a base.
A base, and then I've got 1 little Storm Bolter. Nice, and 3s to kill. Nice.
A wound
base
left.
and 1 wound left.
1 wound left. Boys, I got one more chance to get you.
You do.
That is it for shooting. We're right to fighting. Well, charging, actually.
Marshal Augustine leading the charge. Let's go.
Now, because they're charging the Immortals, I do have the Burning Gaze upgrade on the Lord. They don't get the extra attack when they charge, but they get other special rules if relevant.
How dare they?
You fight normally as if you've been here the whole time. Guys, also -1 leadership. Not that it's been relevant.
In combat or?
In combat,
yeah. Okay, that will be, that'll help against the flayed ones. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for morale checks.
Oh, then,
not leadership
then it doesn't
checks,
matter.
yeah.
Because I'm
Only-
a Black Templar. I don't
Exactly.
care about morale
You don't
checks
care
in
about
combat.
that. You automatically pass them.
I do. Once I'm in fighting, it's all about the murder.
That should be it for charging.
Yep.
We're on to fighting. We're going to go to the spider fight here, though.
There was a spider fight.
There was a spider fight. I'm initiative 2, so power to you.
Well, I just have my chaplain.
Chaplain!
Nothing too crazy. We're going to get each other out of combat here. It's gonna be
Yep,
real fun.
that's pretty much the chaplain's going to just end this combat right here, right now.
So 3 attacks from a chaplain. Man, he has 5 attacks. It's so silly.
Yeah.
Living on 3s because you're really low toughness,
Yep.
right? He could actually kill you.
He could.
Go, chaplain!
He destroys this base.
And does 2 wounds to
2
your...
more wounds. Oh, it's a power weapon. He does kill it. The damage spills over and he dies.
Yeah.
No! Multiple toughness! They do change it in later editions that
It's the
you would use the higher
I think
toughness.
in 5th edition they changed
Yeah.
it to higher.
It's growing pains.
Yeah, okay, and over here...
Massacre.
Massacre!
1 inch.
Does that get me in? No, it doesn't, does it?
I don't know.
No.
Oh, you have to get base to base. That's
Yes,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
So
It's so close.
It's so close. You have to get base to base for the
So,
charge.
fine, I'll just go.
I'm gonna shoot you again with my guns. Glory to the Templar!
Glory to the God Emperor of mankind!
They can hear the reveling over on this side of the battlefield.
No, just in the box.
Oh, in the box, in the box.
boxes.
That's right. That's right.
It's just, they're all like nodding on. Yes, I agree, brother.
Does this challenge is ongoing?
It's
I see.
ongoing.
So anything that dies doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
Literally,
Okay.
just the challenge
Understood.
matters.
Understood. So you, Emperor's Champion goes
Emperor's
first.
champion, hitting on 3s. Oh no! No.
Oh, that's a wound. Do I phase out of existence? I don't.
Yeah, yes,
I
take
take a wound.
that, you filthy Xenos.
Boom. Well, okay. Then we go to
Initiative
initiative
4 now.
4. You have your Lightning Claw guy and all my guys. Well, not the Immortals.
Yep.
Terrifying visage.
-1 leadership on that. Good.
you're
So I
good.
do get 1 that can swing at flayed ones. I'll just do that now.
Hit,
He hits
hit.
twice, and he wounds once.
Armor. We're good.
Good. Only 3 attacks from the light claws into the Immortals.
Leave them alone.
And on 5s.
Oh, you killed 2 Immortals.
Yeah.
Bam, but we're near the Lord. So we'll stand
are.
back up later. Maybe. We'll be back.
potentially.
Maybe, potentially, we'll be back. Okay, then you have your regular Crusaders.
Regular Crusaders on 3s, thanks to their epic vow of epic awesome.
Very epic. Very, very prevalent. Very...
2 saves, get 'em!
Ooh, another Immortal goes
And it
down.
all comes down to Timmy. Come on, Timmy!
Yeah, same initiative.
Yes! Come on, Timmy, you got this! Yes! Go, Timmy! No!
Do our flayed one attacks. Blah, 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 blah,
Oh,
blah.
they hit a lot better this time.
Oh, heck yeah. They had you. I forgot. They hit 3 out of 12 times last time. No, there's that single wound, though.
1 Space Marine in combat.
Oh, you're good, you're
He's
good,
good.
you're
Actually, he's so good, he's gonna turn to face you.
We got my lord. 3 attacks.
Come on. Oh, yes. Live, live, live.
He's dead. Emperor's Champion's dead. I cut him right in half. Now, we did the same amount of wounds in the challenge.
It doesn't matter. I passed morale testing.
Oh, that's right. You passed morale checks in combat. It doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Glory to the Lord. Beats the Emperor's Champion in combat. No, I mean, I outweigh him in points quite heavily. So
Okay.
I'm not
Then you
surprised.
go to initiative not 2 or 1.
I have 2 on that guy.
Yeah.
And strike. And
Nice.
Wound. Nothing.
Nothing.
All right.
And then we get to pile in, I guess.
Yep. We go. I technically won the fight, I guess.
Oh yeah, so you get to go first.
Well, I think it's your turn. You pile in. But
No, you won, so you pile in first.
Is that? Oh, okay. Yeah,
I think that's how that works.
That works for. Oh, actually, yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
This one flayed one. There he is.
Getting there.
And then your guys as well.
Okay,
so many Black Templar. So many. Well, that'll be it for the third turn.
That's it.
On
what
to
a turn.
mine.
You do owe me a bad morale test.
Oh,
there,
I do. I
because
never
you did
got around
not take that at -1. Oh, yes. Get them.
They have to break. They break and they flee. They go 11.
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
They have to go around.
I think they go this way.
They go
I guess.
around that way.
They're going to be somewhere around this area. Them breaking is a big deal because that means when they go to reanimate, nothing can reanimate because everything died over here, and they have to have a parent unit. It doesn't have to be the initial unit. There just has to be a Necron warrior unit within 6. Now, granted, if there was like a tomb spider within 12, they can redirect the reanimates to any model on the table, but those have been removed. A very important utility piece. So all of those reanimates, all those wounds you caused with the Land Raider, the Vindicator shot, and all of that.
Super elite Vindicator shot.
No reanimates at all. We are stuck with this. That means we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 models left. Whew, 3 more models and I'm
But
dead.
you do get to reanimate these, though.
I do, yes.
Yes.
Boom. So failing that leadership check there is
massive.
Pretty much game over.
They don't get removed, do they? They stay there.
No, they try to reanimate, and if they fail,
They can't, then they're removed.
And then they self-destruct.
Because I was going to be
there,
like,
yeah.
well, can you pull them through the monolith even if they're running, and then try and have them over here, and then...
Yeah, reanimate happens before all that, unfortunately.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I will try to reanimate this flavor.
Morale, such a big deal.
It's a
in
big
these
deal.
Old editions.
This one does not reanimate.
Okay, and then you've got your immortals.
4 immortals. Who are all dead around here. They're good to reanimate.
Elite guard.
2 of them stand back.
Nice. And they could just run away. They can just run away.
The worst part about this is they're under half strength. They can't test a rally.
I think 5th edition adds in the insane bravery mechanic, which
Always
really
like a
helps.
double one, yeah.
Yeah, so you can always try and rally, but that spells doom for the Necron force, I think.
That is, we got one more round in us, but that is probably going to be a seek and destroy. Well accomplished by the Black Templar.
It was like
overwhelming victory.
It was a well accomplished scatter.
Yeah, absolutely. We are.
I didn't plan for that to happen. I tried to take out the monolith.
Well, that's the nice thing about this edition, right? You didn't control that. I don't control the leadership check. I don't control how far they ran. If they ran 4 or 5 inches less, they'd be right there reanimating. Yep. That's the best part about it. Like you understand to let go of the game and let the game tell its own story, and then just
play the game.
You play the game, you play another one, you play it again, you just keep playing, right? And then you remember moments like that. Remember that one time that Vindicator absolutely mixed that 400, almost 400 point unit Necrons. They're 18 points a model, don't forget that. Okay, well, so I have 2 options here. I can just kind of stay in and fighting and try and scrap and stuff like that. I could use the monolith to pull them out.
You could actually, I think you could use the monolith to pull them back here to stop them from leaving the table.
Yeah, they can still shoot. They can.
So you could
pull
like
them over
pull
here.
them over here. They can't move any further, but they can still shoot. Anyway, I think that's something you can do because I think you can pull any unit, even one that's falling back.
I'll double check. Can do it. It doesn't say anything about not doing the fleeing units because once they run off the board, I also lose because that's a phase out number hit.
Yeah.
They're going to flee 8. Ooh. And if I rolled one more inch there off the board, they'd run all the way over here.
Oh, that's so close.
Oh my goodness.
So
Talk about
close. Almost insta-won this game.
People complain that, oh yeah, Necron leadership's too high. Like, one bad leadership roll was almost always the end of a Necron game, in my experience. Even 5th edition was, because you wouldn't be able to, we'll be back, or they had reanimation protocols in 5th edition, but if you failed the leadership check, you couldn't do it there either, and that's just, a major hit to them in general. I think the writing is on the wall here. I could pull them out, and then all you have to do is, but they're going to keep running backwards. I can shoot them one more time, and then once you kill like 4 or 5 models, it's over. I think I'm going to go for, I want to see what the particle whip's like. Nice. I want to fight a little bit more with my Lord in combat. So I could pull them out to double reanimate the 2 missing models, and then my next turn I lose automatically when they run off the board. So it's a Necron loss, but I want to see the particle whip shoot one more time, and I want to fight with my Lord one more time, and that's going to be kind of it. I'm a rock in a hard place here. The Necrons are going to abandon this part of the tomb world, phase everything out, save face. That's what they want to do, save face. More important than anything to them is to not give up any of their assets, other than all the stuff here that they're going to actively. Maybe they just boop. Maybe they just
remember the destroy planet part. Now I can do it.
Now you can do it. You got
Yeah,
your
I got
your
my
fighting.
kill in. Now I can press buttons.
Well, we're just gonna have you ominously hover to about there.
He makes noises.
Of course he does. Look at that thing. And that's it. We're gonna go ahead and shoot because I'm not gonna bother moving anything else. And that will be it. Let's fire the particle whip. We're gonna aim at the Land Raider. Now I didn't move. It doesn't always count as being stationary. But it makes more sense not to move because I can't fire my flux. I wanted just to fire my flux arcs over there. All it's going to do is I just get to fire at that.
Yeah.
Because I can't fire them and the ordnance. So it should still 24 inch range. We'll go for that. Do you have the scatter die?
I do. My scatter dice is right here.
Boom. It's going to scatter 3.
Still on the hull.
Boom.
So it's going to be AP 1.
Yeah, it's AP 1. Anything underneath that hole, that's where the energy whip hits. So
Ordnance?
roll 2 dice for ordnance. We take a 4, which doesn't do anything sadly.
13.
13
Armor
can't
14.
hurt the Land Raider.
Pet.
No! And then we'll do D6 shots over there. It's going to be 3 of them. Hitting on 3s. And
A glance, another glance?
Nothing.
I'll tell you, that means that stun is going to go away.
Yeah, and then we can go right to this fight over here. I just want to see what this looks like.
No more challenge.
No more challenge nonsense.
Only initiative 4.
You owe me a couple leadership checks.
I do.
Terrifying
so
Visage.
The Terminators
They're
are
good.
fine with the -1, thanks to your terrifying.
I think that's only for leadership morale checks, not
okay,
leadership checks.
And then over here, they're also good.
Yep.
Oh no, they're under 50. Oh no, they're at 50.
Aha, they are good. Yeah,
They're
there's,
good.
there's 5 models there
Nice.
still. Yep. Lightning claws and the flayed ones.
3s
Ooh, that's a damn bad start for me.
and 4s.
This brings the question:
Rerolls.
when does the phase out happen?
Let's find out.
Let's find out because it might be right now. So that is going to kill all of the flayed ones.
Pop, 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 pop.
I think they don't get a chance to will be back because they're dead.
Yes, but they do get to attack though.
But they do get to fight, correct.
Yes.
6 attacks into those same Crusaders. Only a couple hits. All 3 hits, actually.
Yep.
2 wounds.
2.
Ah,
Power
couldn't get 'em.
armor.
We
Now
have-
you know how I feel. I do have these 3 into the Immortals as
true.
well. So 2 little Crusaders, 2 little Crusaders.
Little Crusaders.
And they shall know, accept in each.
Oh my
goodness.
gosh!
Yeah.
Is that 3 wounds?
Yeah.
That's 1 immortal
And then we have
removed.
little Timmy. Timmy. No, he
Not
misses.
a thing,
He
all right.
missed. Okay.
I have my initiative
job,
4
Timmy.
Lord attacking your Crusaders.
Yep.
Hits them 1 time, sadly.
Oh, he's only up to skill 4.
He is only up to skill 4. He does
gut
kill 1.
Poor little Timmy.
Bam!
Ah!
And you get to go. My immortals get to go.
Yep.
They'll attack the Terminators. Got a hit. Oops, sorry. And strength
Yep,
4 is a
that's
wound. Doesn't get him.
It's okay.
And then a couple Thunder Hammers.
Oh yeah. So I'll do the regular Thunder Hammer, hitting on 3s and on 2s. Yep. That's 1 Thunder Hammer hit.
That is a dead immortal.
Okay, and then Marshal Augustine. I think he has 2 plus 2 plus combat. No, not 2 plus Terminator honors.
He's not 3 base as a captain?
No, I think
Marshal?
you are right. Same as a High Marshal. 3s
Ah!
and 2s.
Twos, yep. So that's going to kill the immortal?
Oh no, you're lead to strength. Oh yeah, 2s.
Yeah. That's the lower end of it, sadly.
Yeah.
That's a dead. I'm dead.
Okay,
Oh, sorry.
crunch.
Because the first one kills the immortal.
High
and then the second
Marshal
one-
Augustine decides to avenge the Emperor's champion.
And then it would technically go to your turn. Oh, I don't know if I said on camera. Face those at the start of my turn after will be back rolls. I just had to double check.
Do you want to see if you murder this thing?
Yeah, we did charge over here into that. 4 attacks. You did move. We hit once.
Yep.
Oh, it's a glance.
Oh no!
It's a glance. Oh, it's immobilized.
No!
Eat it. Ah!
think
You're
it's-
stuck
No!
down here in the tubes. Sucker.
No!
I should probably note that I lost this combat. Actually, my lord's dead.
Yep.
Now he does always have a chance to reanimate. The
Well,
game
hold
is.
on. Massacre.
Oh, D6. Where are they going? Where are they going?
Actually, no.
Oh, go for
They
the chase
this
them off
way.
the board.
They don't know they're running away.
Would my lord have reanimated? Oh, he would have come back with full wounds at the
full
phylactery.
wounds. Oh,
Yeah.
gross. And
That's
then
awesome.
4. Right, but because I killed the immortals and the flayed ones, they cannot reanimate because there's nothing to join.
We'll be back, sir.
You will be back.
You will be back.
You will be back.
So we do Scari's turn real quick. It's not a whole lot. You probably actually just kill them, charge them, and they. Oh, you wouldn't want to charge
No,
them
no,
because they
I
do a
don't-
rally.
I don't
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
rally them, no.
So they would flee off the board. Well, my turn would be over at the start of my turn. Congratulations to the Templar. An excellent game. I don't mind the sudden loss because it was very memorable.
It was like,
You couldn't do anything about it. Right? It's just like,
you just roll dice.
you wanted to damage the monolith, instead you won the game. That's exactly what happened.
Let's show off ordnance mechanics into vehicles. Blam, no.
Instead, no.
Can't script that, folks.
Exactly. So I
That was
hope
fun.
everyone enjoyed that. I would have gladly played that game 10 more times. I love the 3rd edition Necron rules to the bottom of my heart. I still don't know if I prefer the 5th edition ones or the 3rd edition ones, because I really liked what the Scares did in 5th edition. That was, they tore armor down. Yeah, every hit reduces your armor facing by 1.
That was terrifying, because you could kill any vehicle in the game.
Yep.
And it was always against the lowest armor value as well.
It would start
so
there,
you
yep.
just like 10 hits, it was like dead. Didn't matter
down,
what
0,
the vehicle was, just dead.
You had a lot more Ghost Arcs. I thought Ghost Arcs were very fun. I really enjoyed Ghost Arcs. The Doomsday Arc came out because it's the same kit.
And the barges, right?
Yeah, the barges. You had the new Lich Guard kit. One of my favorite kits came out. The new Wraith kit came out. Actually, the Necrons got a whole facelift in 5th edition.
Yeah, the bikes. And,
they had the bikes and everything. Their entire narrative got changed, which I really liked.
They got all the different characters, and it wasn't just. It wasn't.
You had all the Cryptex. You had the Cryptex schools.
Correct.
I think.
It was a. 5th was like,
look,
what I've been finding. So we've played 3 games of 4th edition Warhammer with 3rd edition books, which was early 4th edition. It used to take a long time for folks to get codexes. You could play, I think the Dark Eldar Codex was out for 14 years before it got like a new codex. Correct. The Sisters of Battle Codex was out for like 16 years.
Which is funny because you got the initial Dark Eldar Codex. It wasn't really super great, and they couldn't errata it because there's no internet or anything really online. But there was, but there wasn't
they did a 2nd edition print.
Yeah, they had to do a 2nd edition print. Yeah, just to make it more.
They changed a few things. I don't exactly know what, but I did notice from after making lists that we had like the 4th edition codexes, the 4th/5th edition codexes, and the 3rd edition codex. And then 4th edition, the codexes that came out with this edition that went into 5th were some of the most memorable books that you might have ever, if you played for a long time. The Old Imperial Guard book, where you started getting doctrines and how regiments worked, and it was mechanized, or it was armored companies, or it was, with the Marines, you started getting more things like, it wasn't just about how you painted your miniatures and you ran the same rules. Like, you could make your chapter do things.
You were able to like how codex compliant was your chapter was a thing, right?
Yeah, it was like, and so that, I feel like there was a lot of heart and soul in 4th and 5th edition.
I agree.
And then 6th and 7th, 6th was like a dark hole. 7th,
Seventh is essentially just
7th was good, but they got really crazy towards the end, and then they sort of revamped the whole thing in 8th, 9th, and now
modern. As of recording this, if you're watching this, ideally this kind of content recording is just evergreen and people can watch it down the road.
I love that it's been 26 years and I can still enjoy this game. And the models that I built and painted when I was 13 years old, I'm 37. I got to use them again.
Again, yeah.
26 years later.
This was a treat. I'm in the same boat.
Treat.
Yep. This was a pleasure.
Was awesome.
And a privilege to be able to record this for you guys. And anyone who watched this all the way through, I really appreciate it. Your interest. Please leave some feedback down below. We have only had time for this week to record this content. So we are going to record more, but we just don't know
We're not going to promise anything.
Yeah.
It's just when we can, we will. Hold.
Black Templar! That's it for today's video, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to try to get more of these coming out. We want to get at least every army on the table once. No hard promises on that, but that is the goal when we have the time.
I will avenge you, brothers!
Happy wargaming, everybody.
Happy wargaming!